Hey guys, welcome to another video. This time we're into the second part of my artifacts guide. This time we are in Punisher script, and guys, I'm showing you my triple Icarus team, which is the one I'm using in order to clear this, but I will give you another team that you can build if you don't have your triggers yet, and that works very well, no fails, so you only have to build it like I did and you will have very good results. Now let's start talking, as we watch the runs, let's start talking about the artifacts from Punisher script especially. Here we have some exclusive artifacts for this particular dungeon, which are the ones that provide increased accuracy on skill 1, 2, 3 and 4, increased recovery on skill 1, 2, 3 and 4, and also increased crit damage on skills 1, 2, 3 and 4. Those are exclusive for Punisher script, and those are exclusive for the type artifacts, which are the ones that PC gives you. Now, out of those, the most important ones are the ones with accuracy and the ones with crit damage. And guys, remember that these artifacts can also get the additional damage based on a percentage of speed, health, attack, or defense, which are incredibly good, guys. You can make your Okeanos, for example, or your Julies hit by a lot more fixed damage that doesn't consider your attack, only if it's a percentage of attack, but if you have the additional damage based on 100% of your speed, and let's say your speed is 180, you will deal 180 more damage per hit, which in case of Julie, she hits 6 times each monster, so that's a very high increase. Now, for the specific artifacts for this dungeon, the ones that give you crit damage, accuracy, and recovery, well, they are very specific for each use. The skill 3 crit damage can be great for your Okeanos, for your Lucian, for your Julie, for your Ganymede, for example, if you make a damage Ganymede, for Icelia, the fire fairy. Guys, there are tons of monsters that deal damage with their third skill, because that usually is the strongest skill of damage dealer. So that is very important to compensate a lack of damage or of crit damage on your runes. So you should use these particular artifacts as a support of your rune sets. Now, for instance, my RTA Ganymede has 41% 41% accuracy from the runes. However, my artifact gives me 10% accuracy on skill 3. So that makes my Ganymede push back the attack bars more consistently, guys. And that's very important, because on some monsters like your Gani and your Okeanos, apart from damage, you need accuracy. So you can use these artifacts as a support from those skills, from the lack of those stats on your runes. And that's incredibly important. Now here, guys, we are looking at the other team that I used to use before having triple Icarus. However, this is very consistent, and remember, you should have double or triple wheel on your dark tank. So if you don't have Jultan, you can replace your Jultan for your Diaz. If you don't have Diaz or Jultan, you can replace them with a tanky Dark Inugami. And if you don't have Pang, you can replace her with, for example, the Wind Rakshasa. I don't remember her name right now, but that girl you can purchase from pieces on your guild shop. So guys, you can get those, and the important thing of those monsters is landing slow, so you can even replace them for your Hua, for example, as well, your Fire Rakshasa. So guys, there are not many excuses. These are very obtainable monsters, but you will need to secondary awaken some of them. That's the job you have to do in order to get them, but I guarantee you it's worth it. And well, as you can see, you go for the towers first, and then you go for the boss, and that's it. Very easy, simple, and actually really consistent. And the average clear time will be between 115 and 130, which is good, So guys, I go back to talking about the artifacts. What we said before and what I said on my Giants runes guide. Remember always two things: your state in the game and your current inventory. If you're an early game player, you may need those blue artifacts, and if they are the first artifact that you have, having a blue artifact is always better than having no artifacts at all on your monsters. So don't be too picky at first, and if you find an attack artifact with attack subproperty, then keep it. You will evaluate if you have to sell it then later, but remember, the attack that you can add to an attack type monster will always benefit him. For example, an HP artifact with HP will always be beneficial for the HP based monster that you will use it on. So always think about that before selling your artifact. Think if you have that kind of artifact. And also guys, and I will repeat this later when I show you what I sell and what I keep. Remember that you will find yourself looking for extra accuracy on certain slots or for extra crit damage on certain skills. So guys, try to keep those ones. If you have a blue artifact that has accuracy on skill 3, roll it, because a good roll there can be very beneficial for you in the future when you try to assemble your RTA teams and you find yourself short on that kind of artifacts. So don't automatically sell the blue artifacts, guys. Okay guys, here we are. After a round of 10 runs, we have the results and we will evaluate them. Now here we have an attack artifact with attack. However, it has attack increasing effect, which is not good, but it's not the worst. However, it has damage received under inability, which for an attack artifact, well, it's useless. So I will sell this. And I think on any stage of the game, unless this is one of your first artifacts and you need attack on your attack artifacts, I will recommend you to sell it anyway. So here we are, support artifact with HP, perfect. And now we have damage received under inability, not too useful. However, for a support, then it may be a little bit more useful. However, that's one of the worst stats that you can get. Skill 4 crit damage, which is most likely useless. There are very few monsters that have skill 4 that deals damage. And we have skill 2 accuracy, which can be useful for some monsters. So I will roll this, and if it goes for skill 2 accuracy, then great, keep it. You may use it in the future, and you can enchant one of those stats out once it's plus 12. So I will try it and then decide if you sell it or not. Here, attack artifact with defense, not the best, but you have skill 3 accuracy, skill 2 recovery. And well, for an attack monster, the recovery increase will be useful only if you use a vampire monster or something that steals life from the attack. So that's not a very good stat to get. Now for skill 3 accuracy, it can be useful, so I will roll this, see if I get skill 3 accuracy. And guys, you will find yourself trying to compensate the lack of accuracy on some of your damage dealers, or for example an Okeanos or a Ganymede, and you may find yourself trying to compensate the lack of accuracy with the artifacts. So guys, try to roll the ones that give you accuracy on skill 1, 2, or 3. In my case, I don't need this and I will sell it. Now for this support, HP, perfect. Attack increasing effect, not too good, not too bad. Skill 1 accuracy can be useful for some. And damage received under inability, which we have seen a lot here. I will roll this. If it goes to skill 1 accuracy, keep it. If not, sell it. And for the last one, the legendary one, attack artifact with defense. However, I don't really think defense is good for an attacker. The optimal ones are attack, of course, and HP. But the rolls here can be good. You have skill 2 accuracy and skill 3 accuracy, and attack bar when revived, which is completely useless. So you will enchant that one out, and you will keep the skill 1 recovery in case you have to use this on a vampire monster. And well, you roll this. If it goes well, if all the rolls go into attack bar when revived, then you sell it. If not, you can keep it, because again, and I repeat this, and I cannot say this enough, guys, you will find yourself trying to compensate the lack of accuracy on your monsters with your artifacts. So those rolls are very important, and you will notice when you try to build your RTA teams. So for this round of 10s, we are done, guys. Okay guys, here we are after another round of 10 runs, and we will decide which of these runes we will be taking, which of these artifacts actually we will be taking. And here we go. Defense artifact with attack. That is not too good. However, we have damage based on defense, additional damage by 4% of defense, 8p when revived, skill 1 recovery. Not a good one. This one we will sell. Here, defense artifact with defense plus, which is very good, and we have skill 4 crit damage, which is not good. However, skill 3 crit damage will be great if we roll skill 3 crit damage on high rolls. With this artifact, this could make a great copper or bulldozer artifact. So guys, you roll these kind of blue artifacts unless you are like myself and already have these kind of artifacts. So in my case, I will sell this, but this could be a very good artifact, guys. Now, attack artifact with HP, useless. Not because of the HP, but because of those substats. Here, HP artifact with attack, not too good. However, we have additional damage based on 25% of speed, which is one of the best substats that you can get. So in this case, I will roll it. If it goes above 100% there, I will keep it anyway and see what else it rolls. It may end up being a very good artifact anyways. Now, attack artifact with defense, not too good. Defense plus proportional plus HP, that's not good. HP when revived, not good. Damage deal by attacking together, that can be good for your routes, for your Birdie Half, for example, as well, if you are running a triple Icarus team, and of course for your Icarus. However, this is an attack artifact, so it will only be for Bird or Rogue, and actually the other subs are not good, and it's defense, not attack, and Bird and Rogue deal damage based on attack, so I will sell this. Support artifact, attack, bomb damage, damage deal by attacking together. Minimum rolls on both, not a good artifact. I will sell it. HP artifact with defense, not the worst. Crushing hit damage can only be used by some very specific monsters, for example Lure, for example the Brownie Magicians with their second skill that always lands as a crushing hit. But guys, apart from that, this is useless, so I will sell it. Now guys, this is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you find it useful, at least a little bit useful for you, and I hope this provides some guidance on what to keep and what not to keep, because remember, blue artifacts can be very good. So as I say on my runes guide, always consider the point in the game you're into before discarding your artifact. Being blue doesn't mean it's immediately bad, guys. It can be a blue artifact with very good rolls, and it can be a legendary artifact with very poor rolls that resembles a blue one. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, it will help me a lot. And of course, like always, remember, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section and I will be happy to reply, guys. See you all in the next one. Bye bye.